It's the dawn of streaming, 2007 to be exact. Netflix, a scrappy underdog DVD rental service, decides to take a leap of faith into the wild, uncharted territory of online streaming. It's like trying to teach a VHS player how to do TikTok dances. Nobody really believes it'll work. But hey, Netflix is stubborn. It's the David of entertainment, armed with a slingshot and a questionable internet connection. Fast forward a couple of years and Netflix isn't just streaming. It's dominating. The phrase, Netflix and chill, becomes a cultural phenomenon. Suddenly, everyone is a couch potato with a purpose. It's the golden age of streaming, a time when all you needed was a subscription, some popcorn, and a strong Wi-Fi signal to forget about the outside world. Netflix is at the top of the food chain, while cable TV begins to look as outdated as a flip phone in 2025. But then, trouble brews. Enter the streaming wars, a brutal free-for-all where every company with a logo decides they also want a piece of the pie. Disney+, HBO Max, Hulu, Peacock, Apple TV+, and approximately 547 other platforms appear seemingly overnight. It's like a crowded karaoke bar, and everyone's fighting for the mic. Suddenly, Netflix isn't the only game in town. It's the aging rock star at a festival full of up-and-coming bands. Netflix starts losing its grip. Shows that once called it home are ripped away. Disney takes Marvel and Star Wars, HBO Max snatches up Friends and Game of Thrones, and NBC reclaims The Office like a parent demanding their kid's toy back. Netflix is left standing there, holding a basket of questionable originals and a single confused subscriber asking, "Do I even still want this?" But Netflix isn't done yet. Oh no, this is where things get experimental. They roll out everything. They can think of reality shows, true crime documentaries, stand-up specials, cooking competitions, interactive movies, and was that a Korean dating show set in a haunted house? Yes. Yes, it was. And somehow it's trending. It's a strategy akin to throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, except the spaghetti costs billions of dollars, and some of it comes with subtitles. Despite the chaos, Netflix has one ace up its sleeve: original content. Shows like Stranger Things, The Witcher, and Squid Game pull audiences back in like a tractor beam powered by pure FOMO. Sure, not every show is a hit. Remember Space Force? Yeah, me neither. But when Netflix scores, it scores big. It's like gambling on a slot machine that occasionally spits out $1 billion jackpot. Meanwhile, the prices... Oh, the prices. Netflix hikes its subscription fees every other year. At first, it's just a few bucks. No big deal, you think. But now, you're calculating if you can survive on instant noodles just to keep binge-watching your favorite shows. Every time you get that, your plan is now $19.99 email, it feels personal, like Netflix itself is reaching into your wallet and whispering, "You'll come back." They always do. And let's not forget the password-sharing crackdown. Netflix, once the cool parent who let everyone crash at their place, suddenly turns into a strict landlord demanding rent. Oh, you want your cousin in another city to use your account? Pay up. It's like being scolded by your favorite babysitter. The internet is, predictably, outraged. Memes flood social media, with Netflix portrayed as the villain in its own movie. But even as the competition closes in and subscribers grumble, Netflix keeps innovating. Gaming? Check. Live events? Sure. Will they start mailing you holographic DVDs next? Probably. Netflix is like that scrappy kid who refuses to quit, even when it's getting pummeled by bullies twice its size. It's messy, unpredictable, and occasionally brilliant. Just when you think they're out for the count, they launch another show that has everyone talking. However, the challenges don't stop there. With so many platforms offering niche content, Netflix's strategy of being the one-size-fits-all service feels outdated. Everyone else has found their angle: Disney Plus for families, HBO Max for cinephiles, Apple TV Plus for people who forgot they had a subscription. Netflix is like a buffet, trying to offer everything but losing the focus that made it special. And then there's the looming threat of TikTok. Yes, TikTok. Who needs a 45-minute episode of a prestige drama when you can watch a 15-second video of a cat doing backflips? Netflix isn't just competing with other streaming platforms, it's competing with the entire internet's attention span. That's like trying to win a marathon while everyone else is riding electric scooters. Despite all this, Netflix soldiers on. They've been the underdog before, and they know how to fight. Their commitment to global content gives them a unique edge. Hits like Money Heist and Squid Game prove that audiences are hungry for stories from around the world. Netflix may be battered and bruised, but it's not backing down. Netflix's latest strategy? Hyper-localized content. They're pouring millions into creating shows that cater to specific countries and cultures. Indian dramas, Japanese anime, Spanish thrillers. They've got it all. And guess what? It's working. Shows like Dark from Germany or The Kingdom from Argentina are proof that storytelling knows no borders. Suddenly, Netflix isn't just a global giant. It's a patchwork quilt of cultures stitched together. But global domination comes at a price, literally. Producing high-quality, localized content isn't cheap, and while Netflix continues to rake in billions, it's also spending billions. Some analysts are starting to wonder, is Netflix running on borrowed time? Can it sustain this breakneck pace without collapsing under its own weight? Meanwhile, let's talk about ads. Remember when Netflix was proudly ad-free? Those days might be numbered. With the rise of ad-supported tiers on platforms like Disney Plus and HBO Max, Netflix is now flirting with the idea of throwing commercials into the mix. Sure, it'll lower subscription costs, but at what cost to your sanity? Imagine being in the middle of a Stranger Things cliffhanger only to get interrupted by an ad for laundry detergent. Yikes. And then there's AI. Yep, Netflix is betting big on algorithms to predict what you'll want to watch next. But sometimes those recommendations are questionable. You finish a heartwarming romantic comedy, and Netflix suggests a gory zombie apocalypse series. It's like Netflix is that one friend who just doesn't get your vibe. But hey, at least they're trying. So here we are, in 2025. Netflix is still standing, but it's no longer the untouchable giant it once was. It's a survivor, battered but unbroken, doing everything it can to stay relevant in a world where even TikTok is a threat. Will it succeed? Who knows? But one thing's for sure. Netflix is the T-Rex of streaming, a little outdated, constantly fighting for dominance but still managing to bite down hard when it counts. And hey, if all else fails, at least there's still Stranger Things Season 27 to look forward to. Or maybe a documentary about how Netflix almost went extinct. Either way, one thing's clear. It sucks to be Netflix, but it's still kind of fun to watch them try.